Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ron Dewey, and I'm going to show you how to draw an anime face. Now, this is my first ever how to draw video, and yes, I'm at my house in the living room with the football team going on. I'll show you a couple of pieces of my artwork, and we'll give it a try. So, here's actually some of my artwork here. Just kind of change it over for you. I was pretty upset that day when I did that one. And then I also did these two. Now this one is actually a picture of Takagi from High School of the Dead that I did. I think I did pretty well on it. And then the more recent one I did draw this one. So as you can see some of my work anyway. I'm going to try to keep this under 15 minutes so you guys can see this. But, so I guess let's go ahead and get started here. I usually use the black Prismacolored pencils, but these mechanical pencils tend to come out a lot better when you're doing how-to videos. I'm going to try to tie in the eyes, the hair, all in one. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off with a circle. Start with a whatever size that you want, depending on how big you're going to draw your character's face. Now you're going to draw a line down the center of that circle, and depending on which way your character is actually going to look, I mean this kind of determines it, because the bottom of that line is actually where the chin is going to be, and then you're going to draw a line straight through the center of the circle. I always draw the lines a little bit past, so you can form the shape of the face. Now for the next one, we're going to go ahead and space it a little bit farther down. Now this kind of depends on how big you want your eyes to be. And then, like we continued, from expanding those lines past that circle, you're going to take from the corner, and you're just going to draw a line coming down at an angle. And then once you get down far enough, you're going to angle it towards the center of that circle. And then you're going to do the same with the other side. And it's going to kind of go straight up, maybe not so much. And then this top line that we're actually drawing is going to be the actual top of the head. And we just use that first circle as a basic guideline. And now you want to draw your eyes. Now this is all personal preference. So we're going to go ahead and start with the eye on the left, I guess. It's going to be the bigger eye. And you're going to draw a line, however, if you want angled-eyed, crooked eyes, or however you want to do it. Personal preference is up to you. And we're going to draw the line coming down. I guess I've been told I kind of do more of a Sailor Moon type style. And then, however you want to draw the pupil, personal preference. But let's go ahead and we'll give the shine spot over here. So when you draw your shine spots, you don't want to completely close the circle. You only want to draw it partial. And then you're going to draw around it. Now, you can choose to put a shine spot here if you want, a smaller one. And then we'll go ahead and we'll draw the pupil in the middle. And we'll branch it off of the shine spot, and then you're going to shade in that pupil. And as you can see, you pretty much have an eye. Now you're going to want to darken in, because you'll notice that the anime eyes have darkened eyes. Like the edges, they make her extremely dark. And then once you have those darkened in, you can go ahead and add lines or however you want. Let's see, like we'll just go ahead and shade in the eyes. And when you're doing the eyelid, depending on if the eye is bigger or smaller, you're going to want to, if it's smaller, you want to bring the eyelid up higher. If it's bigger, you want to bring the eyelid lower. Let's go ahead and add some lashes in there, because it's, we're drawing female. So there's your eye. Now we're going to go ahead and draw the other eye. Now because it's at an angle, it's not going to be as big. It's going to be a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller than the other eye. Same idea though. I mean, you're just not going to see as much of this eye. And same thing with the pupil. And draw the pupil. And darken in these lines. And then once you have those lines darkened in, now go ahead and do the shading, the shade for that eye. And then you're going to have your eyelid for the eye, and then your eyelashes are going to spew up just like that, and then she's actually going to be somewhat of a happy mood. So we're going to give her her happy eyelids, well, eyebrows I should actually say. And now we're going to give her her nose, kind of, you know, your personal nose preference is different. I mean, depending on your character, your face, however you want to do it, there's a nose. And then since she's actually going to be happy, let's go ahead and we'll give her like a smile. Maybe make it a little more like that. So as you can see how happy she is. Alright, now, since she's angled that way, we're going to go ahead and draw the ear. Now, everybody does ears differently. I tend to just draw top of the earlobe, the bottom of the earlobe, and then put like a line in the middle to help, you know, show the ear. Now, you're going to draw the hair. And if you need to, afterwards, I've had it where I've had to raise the chin up before, which, you know, I may end up needing to do that. But we'll see. We'll see once the hair is drawn. The way you do the hair is kind of based off of your mind, but you just kind of start off, like, I like to start at the side of the head. So we'll bring a couple of strands down, swinging over here to the, kind of down like where the neck is. Bring it up. And then have a piece of hair connecting on the side of her head, just like that. And then we're going to draw some hair coming up behind the ear. We'll have that be a little more spread out. I kind of tend to like the knife form just a little bit. We'll have the hair split right there. And draw a couple lines. So then you got the side of the hair on the side. And then maybe have a rogue hair coming off. Now we're going to bring the hair up and over the top of her head. Now I'm going to kind of do the same thing over here with the hair. Well, it's not going to be as noticeable. I'll go ahead and bring the hair down. And bring it up. Kind of separate that into like two separate strands. And you can connect it here if you want. Or you can add more hair coming off the sides. It's all kind of your preference, really. And we'll go ahead and we'll draw some bangs in here. And we'll carry it up. So you just kind of want to make like points and stuff. Just make sure that all the hair goes into one kind of like flowing motion, and make sure that if you are going to do the diagonal, like the V-shaped hair like I do, make sure that they're not all the same length, otherwise it won't look right. And then, you know, you can do a part in the hair if you want, and just go ahead and erase your guidelines. And after you erase your guidelines, you can usually get an idea. See, like, we'll determine whether or not we need to raise her chin up. And I know sometimes I need to, but not always. Let's see how well that looks. And then just branch off the neck. I'll erase our guidelines because I try to make it look as professional as possible. So I mean, looks like I ended up having to actually raise the chin up after all. Let's go ahead and we'll raise her nose up. Let's see. I can't always agree on a mouth. So we might just have to go with that. But that is how you do an anime face. I hope you guys liked it. If you want me to do individuals, just hair, just hands, not a problem. If you want me to do proportions, whatever you guys want, you can go ahead and subscribe to me. It's Ron Dewey. That's me, and this is my artwork. And I hope to look forward to seeing your comments. Now, keep in mind, this is kind of to help you learn how to do this. I mean, if you're a pro, and there's a lot of people that are better than me out there, but I've only been drawing for like a month, so. But I think my stuff looks at least decent, so I figured I would do a how-to video for you guys, and I hope you like it. I hope to hear you guys' comments.